Power phrases. These are some of the common phrases which I use personally in my meetings and at my workplace, which might be helpful for you as well. This has helped me over the time, and I have learned these with a hard way. But I'm sharing this with all of you so it can be helpful to you. And these are very well researched and very well worked phrases. It might seem very tiny or maybe very easy to you, but when to use and where we can use, it's really meaningful. So basically, when you are trying to avoid the conflicts and as well as you trying to contribute, and you are not getting into a zone where you do not have a way out. So basically, if you see the first one, it says, so you are saying that, and repeat the last words. So sometime your focus is on something else, or maybe you haven't listened to the question being asked or input required from you. So you can simply do this trick that you are saying that and repeat some of the last words, and you can repeat some of the last words which you heard when the phrase was ended. And next one is, I see your point. Then in this one I consolidated two others. You have a valid point, and the third one is the point taken. So where you are acknowledging to your colleague or to the person who you are working with or have a meeting with, you are acknowledging and you are giving a positive response that I see your point. That actually help you to build some good positive relationship with the other colleagues, and because they will think that the person is listening what I was saying and agree to what I'm trying to explain here. The third one is, you have brought a good point, which is kind of related to the second one as well, but which is an energy booster to the next person, that you are appreciative and also acknowledging and focused what they have to say. So the next two you see, we have, I understand how you see it, and then the next one is the way I see it. Okay, and let me take the third one as well. I see it differently. I see it from different angle. So these three different points I have given, right? These are like saying one thing for three different ways, or I should say the four different ways, where you are saying that I understand how you see it, the way I see it differently, I see it from different angle. In these four power phrases, basically you have a situation where you do not agree 100% with the person who is explaining something, but you do not want to say I disagree, or you do not want to say no. So you are not bringing up anything negative which might take your conversation or a discussion into another direction. So the smart way of handling that is that you say, I understand how you see it, and then you give your point of view. Okay, and the next one is, you can simply say, the way I see it is XYZ, is like this. Okay, and not disagreeing to the person, and this way the next person or your colleague or the people you are working with will not get offended that this person is disagreeing what I am saying. So which actually create emotional reaction in to the next person, which is very natural, right? If somebody say I do not agree, obviously you do not like to get into conversation further, or if you want to stay into that conversation, you will again give more logics and reasons so that the next person believe you. So why get into that situation? You can simply use these 4 different power phrases I have, which I have learned over the time of at the workplace, and it has helped me greatly. Once you will start using it, or you might have used it, or you will be using it, you will be amazed that there will be no conflict situation at the moment, although you are disagreeing inside, but you are not showing that you disagree. You're simply saying the way I see it is this way. Okay, and you can say I see it differently, or you can say I see it from different angle, right? And next one, I trust your judgment and you have my full support. This one is very, very good. I have learned this from a book about the communication, which simply is a power phrase which actually is boosting confidence to the other people or a person who is explaining something, and you are simply saying that I trust your judgment and you have my full support, that you agree, okay, and you trust, you're giving the confidence that you agree and you trust to the next person, and you have my support, full support, right? That mean in the next phrase or in the next minute, you will be giving your point of view as well. So this way you give a confidence booster, and then you pitch your idea or your statement, what you have to say about it. And sometime this is not one of my favorite, but I use it sometime because when I'm not too sure about things, I can say that may be, and then start my next phrase. And then in future you can always reach me first. This happens very often. So the situation can be that you were not aware of something which you have to deliver or you have to contribute about, or it is a surprise to you. So instead of getting into a longer discussion, you can simply say that in future you can always reach me first, so that you are making a statement or making a point that you did not like it, okay, but you are giving a way forward as well and moving on from that situation, basically, which is a smart way to do it, instead of getting angry or getting judgmental or being sentimental about it. Next one is don't say but, say having said that. Okay, so having said that is very professional. I use that very often. So you can always have the phrases while talking or elaborating on something, or when you are joining 2 different sentences or phrases, you can kind of use this, say having said that. So basically the idea over here is that you avoid saying but you can use having said that. Okay, and the last one is you are in luck. That means like somebody is reaching you, and luckily you have time. You can on a lighter note, you can say you are in luck, that you able to give what the other person need. So these are some of the common power phrases which I use, but almost the first 7 or 8 ones are the ones which I commonly use, and those are like really my favorite one, and very well researched. If you will start using it, you will know the difference in your meetings or in your at your workplace, because these are going to avoid the negativity and always stay at the positive side, and having people with the positive energy and not taking things personally, right, and trying to avoid unnecessary conflicts you might face.